Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. I have not filmed in a while. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I got a dental procedure done last week. I got some gum grafting done and I'm just dealing with a lot more swelling and bruising than I was expecting. I'm feeling a lot better. Honestly, last week when it was fresh, my face was a lot worse. I'll put in a picture. I was dealing with a lot more swelling and the bruising was about the same, but a lot more swelling, a lot more pain, and I just really didn't want to do anything. I just basically rested last week. So this week I'm just getting back into a routine. I'm still dealing with a little bit of pain. I still have a few stitches that have yet to fall out, and obviously the bruising is still there, although it's not tender to touch, it's just discoloration. My swelling has gone down a lot. I've been doing my face dunks in ice water every morning, and that really been helping with getting the swelling down. I'm also taking, a mixture of both medication and natural health products to help with the swelling and things like that. But I was gonna film a bunch of sit down videos this week. That was kind of my plan, but obviously right now I'm just not really feeling like filming a bunch of sit down videos with bruising and all of that stuff. So instead I thought I'd just take you guys along, show you a few days in my life. It's the start of September, so we're getting back into new routines, plus being off last week and just like not in my normal routine. I'm really trying to get back into a routine, especially when it comes to all my health. I really wasn't able to go to the gym last week because anytime that I got my heart rate up or did any sort of exercise, I got a lot of blood rushing to my face and then my stitches would hurt and everything like that. Plus my periodontist told me to not do any sort of exercise for at least a few days after the surgery. So you guys know I'm a very routine oriented person, and I definitely felt the effects of not having my normal routine the last few days. This weekend was just kind of a struggle, to be honest. I had a lot of the bruising on my face and my face was still quite swollen. I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't really do my exercise routine. I definitely haven't been able to eat all of my normal foods just because I can't have anything that's hard or crunchy that could rip the stitches or cause more damage to the tissue. So yeah, I've just been definitely feeling off, and I talked about this a lot on my Instagram story that your health is not linear and you're always going to face setbacks. For me in the past, I've always really struggled with kind of getting back on track once I hit a setback because you just lose so much momentum, and I'm a very momentum reliant person. So that is kind of the plan. It is about 7 o'clock right now. I just woke up. I did my normal morning routine. So I did my face dunk, which has been so good. That and cold showers have been really great this past week. So I did that. I did a little bit of reading, a little bit of journaling, and now I'm just gonna go and do a really quick light workout. Yesterday was my first day back in the gym and I just did a really light workout. I think I'm gonna do another one today. I don't really want to push anything too hard, but I'm gonna come home, get ready, and then I actually have work today. So I'm going into the clinic for the morning and then I'm gonna come home and I've got some other work and studying to do. That is the plan for today. I'm gonna head out to the gym and then I will catch up with you guys later. Okay, I'm just back from the gym and I'm just packing up my breakfast. I'm just taking my normal breakfast. I've got hard-boiled eggs, a sweet potato. I'm bringing an avocado with me. And then just for some extra carbs and fiber, I'm gonna bring some blueberries as well. I'm enjoying the last of kind of like berry season before we move on to, I feel like what? Pears, apples, all the fall fruits. So that's gonna be my breakfast. And then I'm also making myself a coffee and then I'm gonna head out and walk to work in a bit. Definitely feeling better after my workout. I think there were a bunch of reasons why I wasn't feeling very good last week mentally as well, but I think a big part of it was because I wasn't able to work out. I always forget how big of an impact that has on my mental health until I don't work out for any specific reason. But I've got a full schedule, so it's going to be a busy morning at the clinic. Yeah, I'll probably catch up with you guys later in the afternoon and fill you in on how my morning went. Also, I recently broke the glass thing that I put my coffee filter in, that like glass shaped thing, and I don't really want to buy a new one. So I've just been basically steeping my coffee in this and it's kind of working out right now. So yeah, I'm gonna make my coffee and then head out to work. I am back home. It's actually quite a bit later. It's like 4:15. I was really hungry for lunch and I was really lazy and I didn't really feel like making anything. So I basically just had some rice, carrots that I sauteed, and then I added some sardines, sauerkraut, and avocado. It was a really random lunch, but you know that time when you're just like, you can't be bothered to make anything really elaborate and you just need food? That was the vibes for lunch. I am getting really excited for like cozy fall meals. Like, there's so many soups and stews that I've been pinning on Pinterest. Also like one pot meals. I just think that those are perfect for fall. So hopefully those will be coming, but it's also still like 25 degrees out. So feels like summer, but vibes also feel like fall, and I'm just very confused. So I just finished up a bunch of charting. I mostly had follow-ups, and I find that with follow-ups there's a lot less to chart, but I did have one initial today and that always takes me a little bit longer. Plus she sent in some blood work before the visit, but then while we were talking in the visit she also said that she had some DEXA scans and some bone imaging. She sent those in after and I had to put those into the chart, and then I had to finish off the rest of her chart and get her plan all ready. And with initials we're really starting from scratch. So that was my day in clinic. So yeah, it's about 4:15 right now and I'm all done my charting, which is really nice. I am going to study for a little bit because I have an exam for a continuing education thing that I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna study for a few hours, and then like I said, it's still 25 degrees out. It feels like summer. I'm gonna try and go for a walk. I also am all out of smoked salmon for my breakfast tomorrow, so I'll probably walk down to the fish market and get some smoked salmon. And then I'm thinking I might make spring rolls for dinner because I haven't been able to have them since I got my gum graft done. I think that I'm feeling like I could eat some raw vegetables. I haven't had any raw vegetables yet, but I'm feeling like I could do it, and I feel like today's the last warm day before we really get into fall, so I don't want to make spring rolls for dinner. Spring rolls, summer rolls, I don't know what you would call them, but anyway, that is the plan.
Smelling sweat and kerosene, and all the actors on the stage are rolling cigarettes and whispering so low. Call my parents up, tell them I'm not coming home. So long silent movies, to waking early, staying late.
All right, I am back from the fish store. I just went on an extra long walk. I'm almost at my 10,000 steps. I think I'm at like 9,600, so I might just go for a little mini walk after dinner. But I just came home and I immediately got into my pajamas. I am so ready for just cozy fall vibes. As much as I love the weather and the sunshine in the summer, I do really feel like I love fall. I love that crispness in the air. I love the back to school vibes. I feel like the academic in me just loves that season, and I truly feel like September is the new January. It's really a fresh start. Then the other side of me knows that winter is coming. I always struggle with my mental health in the fall and winter. Actually, since moving back to Canada, I mean, winters in Tucson were still rough and I still had just lower moods, but definitely nothing compared to Toronto winters. It is just cold and dark here for a good 5-6 months at least. So I'm doing all the things now to really make sure that I'm going into fall with the best chance. And part of that is just having really cozy evenings, feel really calm and at home. But then there's also so many other things that I'm doing, and I talked about this on my Instagram. I shared a full reel of all the things that I would recommend you do to really make sure that you are prioritizing your health this fall and helping to support your health this fall. I talked about mood support, so something that I am starting is just my general mood support. I do this every fall. The main ingredient is saffron, which saffron is one of my favorite herbs for just helping to support mood and serotonin. This one is a nice combination product because it also has 5-HTP, which is a precursor to serotonin, and GABA, and then it also has B6, B12, and folate. It has a little bit of magnesium, but not like a therapeutic dose, so I still take a magnesium separate to it. And then it also has zinc, which is nice because one of my other tips was definitely to support your immune system. Cold and flu season is coming, so zinc, making sure that you have adequate vitamin D, test that through your blood, and then you can get a correct dose. Vitamin D you can't have too much, you can have too little. So you really want to make sure that you're testing and then adjusting the dose from there. And then of course, there's so many other herbs that are really, really amazing for helping to support the immune system as well. And then my other tip was working on stress reduction, because fall can be a stressful time if you're a mom, if you have kids, going back to school, work tends to pick up around this time. I talked a lot about, you know, some of my favorite mindfulness techniques, some herbs that I really like for stress reduction. But then also my biggest thing is this is a great time to get your biannual blood work done. I really recommend getting blood work done, you know, like a really comprehensive blood work done 2 times a year. You can, and you have access to that. It's just really good. I'm actually planning on redoing my blood work. I had a blood work vlog that I did a while ago. I will link it somewhere up here, but I am probably planning on getting my blood work redone. I'm just kind of waiting, give this a while, just because I don't want it to impact any of the readings. But, you know, getting your full metabolic panel, so your lipids, blood sugar, so HbA1c, fasting insulin, fasting glucose, the 2-hour insulin glucose challenge test if you have access to it, liver markers and kidney function, so creatinine or eGFR, and then looking at those, you know, basic nutrient stores, B12, vitamin D, iron, ferritin, and then looking at inflammatory markers, CRP or ESR. Ferritin's kind of interesting because it's a marker storage of iron, but it can also be an acute phase reactant, so it can be elevated with inflammation within the body. Thyroid testing, whether that be your TSH, T3, T4, thyroid antibodies, and then also other things that may be more specific to you depending on your case. So, you know, if you have PCOS, you may be testing androgen, things like that. So that is kind of my top tips for staying healthy coming into the fall. But I think that I'm going to make dinner and then just relax the rest of the evening. I've really been trying to also emphasize my sleep and sleep hygiene, especially because I've been having some issues sleeping, especially last week with the pain in my mouth. So trying to be really, really good at emphasizing that wind down and being really good with my sleep hygiene.
She